Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man.
Hi everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Unboxing Spidey. My name is Bruce Wechtenheiser, and for the past 56 years I've loved, connected with, and collected all things Spider-Man. And for the past 3 years I've had the pleasure of taking my stories of connecting and collecting on the road. I've been going to comic book conventions and other events, telling my stories, sharing my joy, and talking about all the things in my Spidey life. Today, I'm going to talk about something very near and dear to my heart. And this time of year, we're getting close to Christmas, so you can see the decorations behind me. Even Spidey's got a Santa hat on. I have some memories I want to share with you before I unbox my item. When I was about 9, maybe 10 years old, I was walking through a department store looking for items that I would put on my Christmas wish list. And I went to the toy section looking for all the aisles there, trying to find something with Spider-Man on it. Spider-Man items were kind of rare back in those days. So I was looking through the aisles and I finally spotted something that really caught my eye. And it was an AM radio. And it was in the shape of Spider-Man's head and shoulders. And I thought, wow, that's a really cool looking item. I love listening to the radio. I wanted that item so bad, but when I looked at it, my heart sunk. Because the price tag, it was pretty high, everybody. Good toys back then were about $4 or $5. Really good toys were about $10. And if my memory is correct, this radio was about $20. And my mom, Jean Wechtenheiser, the most beautiful, wonderful mom in the world, she was raising 4 of us. I was the youngest of 4 siblings on basically a minimum wage salary. So I knew that this was pretty much out of our price range. I felt guilty putting it on my list, but I put it on there anyway. And I was feeling pretty guilty because I knew my mom would be disappointed when I was sad on Christmas morning and it wasn't there. Well, my mom, being the great mom that she is, she made it happen. I don't know how she did it to this day, but when I opened up my presents that Christmas morning, this beautiful radio was wrapped and in a box under the Christmas tree. And to this day, when I talk about my collection and someone asks me, like, what's your favorite piece? This small AM radio in the shape of Spider-Man's head and shoulders is my most emotional piece because I know how much my mother had to watch our budget and sacrifice to get this for me. So this one has a near and dear spot in my heart. I love telling the story about this radio and how much it means to me. So what I'm going to unbox today is something that I spotted on eBay a few weeks back, and the seller made a really good deal with me and agreed to sell it to me, and it's here in a box. So let's go ahead and take a look at it now. So the radio came out around 1973, and like I said, I was 9 going on 10 years old. So here's the box that arrived from eBay, and I've already cut it open to save us some of that time and the different delays that might cause in our video here. We don't want to do that. And I'm unwrapping it here, and it's looking like what I would have seen when I unwrapped it on Christmas morning all those many years ago. And here it is, everybody. The beautiful radio still in its box. As you can see, sorry about the glare there. Someone has already removed the price tag on there. Spider-Man radio. It included a battery, a carrying strap, and an earphone. In case your family didn't want to hear you when you're listening to the radio, you could plug in your earphone, put it in your ear, and no one else would hear what was going on except you. So let me show you what we have here inside of the box. Once I take the lid off, this is the way it came back in the old days. Things weren't really wrapped around the outside. Box lids came off. Inside the box, though, there was a nice little card that showed you your radio. And on the back, it had the operating instructions. So this one still has the original operating instructions, showing you how to put the battery in there and doing different things with your radio. And the reason why I went out of my way to buy this one, because you can find them on eBay used, sometimes still in a box. In fact, a few years ago I found one in a different style box, and I have it here with me. So this one would have been hanging, as you can see the hole right here, it would have been hanging from a rack in a toy store or in a department store. And so this was another box, but it was a window box version. Okay, and you can see probably some of the pieces are missing from the inside, but I thought that's cool. I never saw one in that style before, so a few years ago I picked this one up. But again, the reason that I specifically went after this radio that I'm going to show you today, when you took the lid off, this is exactly like I would have saw it on Christmas morning. The outside of the box wasn't sealed, but the inside contents were totally sealed. So I'll let the light catch this a little bit. You can see what's happening there with the sealed contents, entirely sealed, never opened, never used, just like it was on Christmas morning. Even this battery is totally sealed on the inside, wrapped and sealed so it won't explode over time, but even the 9-volt battery is sealed. So guys, this is just incredible for me, emotional to think back to my childhood and that morning when I woke up on Christmas and I opened up my present, and it really knocked me out that my mom was able to come through in such a big way back in the old days to get my AM radio, 1973. Nowhere on this box is it really written what company made it, but I've been doing a little research, and there were some character radios made just the year before that, and so I'm going to find out the company's name because it looks almost identical to this company. But there it is, guys. Unboxing Spidey, my most emotional piece, and the sealed version, which I just got. So guys, dreams do come true. My mom was my hero, and she came through big time. She supported my hobby. She supported things that I cared about, that I loved about, and of course she loved me and made Christmases really magical back in the day, guys. Really, really magical. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Unboxing Spidey. If you have any comments, please feel free to contact me through my website, spideyandme.com, and please share your Christmas memories and your passion about the things that you love, that you collect, and that you connect with. God bless everybody.
Welcome fame, he's ignored. Action is his reward to him. Life is a great big bang. Wherever there's a hang, you'll find a Spider-Man.